Well, hey there folks, welcome back once again to the Hop House. It's Eddie here. It's time for another beer review, and you know what? It's another Virgin beer review as well. I'm still here in the Town Hall Tavern in Leeds city centre. It's a Timmy Taylor's pub. Timothy Taylor's, of course, famous for that beer. And I just did the Landlord Dark in the previous review as well. If you just found us here, by the way, on YouTube, we're called the Hop House. We like hoppy beer, we like house music. If you like either of those or both, give us one of those. Give us a like, share, subscribe to this channel if you want to, if it's your thing. So moving on then, we've just done a couple of their cask beers, traditional beers, and I did say I'm going to move on to something a bit more crafty from Timothy Taylor's. And I think it's a good sign actually, because you think of Timothy Taylor's, you're thinking of, you know, traditional cask beer, best bittery, sort of more malt and traditional hop forward. I mean, that blooming spring blonde that I had, the Knoll Spring, really quite, not, I wouldn't say blew my mind, but I was expecting it to be a lot smoother than it was. Not that it wasn't smooth, but it was spicy and twiggy, and I wasn't expecting that. So it was a really nice surprise. They've been around quite a long time, Timothy Taylor's. They've been around since 1858, so, you know, compared to the sort of craft brewers of the new generation, they've been doing their traditional British hoptails for years and years. Now what they've done is they've now brought out just the one so far, but it's a positive step forward. Sometimes you find with more traditional breweries, they will stick to what they know and, of course, what they're good at. Timothy Taylor's is great at producing Landlord and Bolt Maker, and the Landlord Dark Eyed was really nice. But they've ventured off onto a craft route with this one. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to review. I've got half of it here, and there it is. It is Hopical Storm Pale. Timothy Taylor's Hopical Storm Pale. It's coming in at, I think it's about 4.5. So again, it's sort of sessionable, but it's an American hot, New World hot beer, keg beer. So it's cold. You see some chilled haze on it there. You have a look at it. Yes, it is clear and see-through, so it's not necessarily a hazy beer, but it's a step forward in brewing for someone as traditional as a Timmy Taylor's. So I'm really quite looking forward to this. This could well be my highlight beer at this pub, although saying that Knoll Spring was pretty damn good. Right, should we go for some aroma? Let's put that in there and we're going to give it a whiff, see what we can sniff. Or we're just going to put the head onto my nose. I'm not getting a lot of the aroma. I'm really breathing and getting a bit of grapefruit. Get a bit of lemon and lime as well. It's not massive on the aroma, but sometimes with these craft beers, especially with the head on, it's got to drink down it a bit, and then I'll give it a proper jig about. I mean, I can't jig that around, can I? Look, it's going to blurt everywhere. So we'll go for some taste, and then I'll give it a bit of lace vision, jig it around a bit, and then we'll re-whiff and see what we can get aroma-wise. Right, bottoms up, down the hatch. Stand by. We got a bit of lace vision for those that love the lacing. Lovely how it swirls around in the glass like that. Right, let's go for a re-whiff. Well, that's brought the aroma out. I thought it might. Yeah, getting little bits of. I've got the grapefruit anyway. I'm getting. It's only quite mild, but I am getting the mango and sort of peachy passion fruity type vibe. Right, let's go for a re-taste. getting real peppery, spicy notes out of it. Now, what I will say is, as I've said on previous videos before and reviews that we've done, I do sometimes think that what you drink beforehand can influence what you drink afterwards. So bearing in mind, I've just gone from a peppery, spicy blonde to a roasted malt dark ale. Now I've got to try and pick up some New World hop flavours. And I'm getting an amalgamation of all three inside my mouth. So probably what I should have done is had a bit of a palate cleanser before this. It's sometimes difficult to pick up something hoppy after something dark. Roasted malt is very defining. You can smell it. So first we'll talk about the carbonation. It is quite fizzy, it sort of sizzles down the side of your mouth. Not a bad thing. I mean, it's not a hazy beer, is it? It's not a New England style sort of fruit juice hop bomb. I can see what they're going for here. I can see what they're going for. And I'm going to be honest, I know I'm sat in Timothy Taylor's pub, we've been chatting to, I think it's the manager or the landlord and the other chap behind the bar. But I've got to be honest, it's an interesting direction for Timmy Taylor's. But it doesn't stand up against their cask beer. I've just got to be honest. I'm getting the aroma. It's just a flat. Like I say, it may well be because of the two beers I just drunk. What I'm primarily getting out of this, I'm getting fizz down the side of the tongue. Not getting much down the middle. It's definitely a thin malt base. It's not sweet. And then down the side of the tongue, I'm getting bitterness. Maybe a tad grapefruity. I'm not picking up any mango. I'm not picking up any passion fruit. I think we described on the pump clip over there. What I am getting is that peppery, spicy note. And it's really there in the background, very twiggy. Again, quite traditional hops. And it's not a bad thing. It's just not what I would expect for this type of beer, personally. As I say, I'm not a brewer, I don't work in the industry, I'm no expert. And I do think that probably the first beer I had, that spring, Noel Spring Blonde, has maybe tainted this a bit. But then again, you're like, well, do you start off on this? Do you really want to start off on something that's supposedly more hoppy? I'm getting it now. You know what this reminds me of? And I've said it again, I've said this before on the channel. When I've had the 330ml cans that you get in supermarkets, you get down the bloody bottom of it and you end up getting the flavour. And is that the whole point of that is now, do I now need to order another half to really appreciate the flavour? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, see now it stinks in a good way. Yeah, totally getting mango now. Totally getting mango. Stand by. It's now there. What can I say? The last two beers influenced that one. Take back everything I just said, Timmy Taylor's. Yeah, I'm getting to the bottom of the bloody glass and I'm getting the flavour. What's all that about? Probably did these beers in the wrong order. I should have had the dark one last. Rookie mistake, but we're amateur, we'll go with it. Yeah, I'm getting that now. It's not going to be your thick oaty juice bomb, because it's not. It's clear, it's see-through, it's been filtered, it's been fined. But they have put some effort. Ooh, dry hopped something. Yeah, it's not pithy, it's not bitter. It is Some mango there, definitely lemon and lime. I wouldn't say passion fruit, but I'd say lemon, lime, mango, that sort of vibe going on. And there is some sweetness now going down the middle of the tongue, so definitely probably tainted by the 2 beers that I had before. Probably should have had a palate cleanser. Again, rookie mistake. Would I have it again? Yeah, I would, yeah. Bearing in mind the other 2 beers that I've had, they haven't got the bolt maker on, but I've had the bolt maker and the landlord before. They've got Golden Best, which I probably should have started on, to be honest, but I'm not going to review that. And the Dark Mild I'm not going to review. I wanted to do Spring Blonde, which I've done, and I wanted to do the Landlord Dark, which I've done. And then I just happened to see this, and I thought, ooh, we're having a go at sort of hoppy crafty stuff. We'll have a go at that as well. So, yeah, totally. See, taste buds change. Oh, mind blown. I like that. Now, rating wise, I still think the Noel Spring wins for me in terms of beer of the day that I've had in here. So, bearing that in mind, this is nice. It is Timmy Taylor's Hopical Storm Pale. It is their venture into keg beer, craft beer, New World hopped beers. I mean, it ain't half bad, you know, it's alright. So it's going to get a thumb and a half. I can't score it lower than the Landlord Dark because it's equally as good in its own way when I eventually got the flavour, but I'm not putting that against the beer, I'm putting that against my own bloody taste buds and what I drank before. So it's a thumb and a half from me. Nice. So what can I say? I've had 3 beers now in this pub and they've all been cracking. So yeah, Timothy Taylor's, it's Town Hall Tavern in Leeds. If you're over there, go check it out. Like it. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to like, share, subscribe to our beer reviews, feel free to do so. We'll see you again for some more. Ciao for now, people.